Oh. Hello. Oh, hi there. I brought my drink home for me, or with me, from the golf course. She's strong. Oh, it's real strong. It's real strong and real good, you know? And it's even better when it's free. It's free. Margarita, baby. With tequila. Doubles. I've had a few of these, okay? They were free. They were free. It was a promotional thing, you know? It was a promotional thing with the round of golf. So with the round, I got 3 free drinks with it. And then the bartender looks at me and he goes, doubles? And I'm like, yeah, fucking why not? Absolutely, right? So this motherfucker poured me some fucking doubles. And let me tell you, he wasn't light. It might be a double and a half. And I didn't eat until 10 minutes ago. So, Michelle, I did. It was they rinsed me. Okay? 300 USD plus tax with club rentals, and half of the greens were shite. Rinsed. You know what you call that? A ripoff. But they can get away with that. Because it's touristy and it's still by far the cheapest course in Cabo. You know? So they can get away with it. It's just... Oh no birdies today. The first 9 was fucking atrocious. I'm not even gonna lie, okay? Like I was paired up with this guy, and like, great guy, right? Don't get me wrong, great guy, very nice, except he didn't really speak English. So there was a big communication barrier there, you know, like the basics, like, oh, good shot, like, you know, just like stuff like that. 100% he had it down, but there was no conversation brought up, you know what I mean? Like there was no, it just wasn't there, you know? So whatever, he ended up paying for 9 holes. So he only played 9 holes, and I was like, well, I paid for 18. So like after the 9, like honestly, like the first couple holes, I'm like, I'm playing 9 holes and I'm fucking done. Because 1, I was shooting nothing but worm burners / piss missiles, screaming across the ground, couldn't get the ball up in the air, shanking them left, right, and anywhere but center. So I'm like, oh, this is bad. I'm never playing VR golf again. I'm not, because it just ruins my golf game. So I'm not touching that fucking game ever again. Whatever, push through it. I was like, I'll just keep going. I paid fucking too much money to play here, so might as well just get my round in, right? So he finishes off after 9. I'm like, all right, it's just me now. I'm going out solo. And yeah, I got 3 holes in. 3 holes in, and then on I think it was hole 13. Yeah, it would have been hole 13. There was a group ahead of me, just a duo, right? Just 2 people. And they were like, hey, you want to just play with us? And I'm like, you know what? 100%. I'd rather play with a couple guys. We can shoot the shit, whatever, you know what I mean? It's better than playing by myself. It just makes more sense. So I join up with them, my boys Matt and George. All right, George, don't know how old he was. Definitely an elderly fella. Definitely elderly. He was definitely in his, I would say 60s, early 60s. He was from Colorado. Matt, they were both great golfers. So like up until this point, I'm like, I'm gonna look like a fucking piece of shit right now because I can't even fucking shoot the ball. Like I'm duffing left, right, and center. I can't even get it off the ground. So I'm like, but whatever. I'm in Cabo. We're in Mexico. I'm getting my round in. It's just for fun. Let it go, right? Let it go. Let it go. So that's what I did. I let it go. And then it was like, as soon as I started playing with them, boom, everything clicked back into place. I was crushing the ball like back home. I was able to pipe the drives. The irons picked up. Chipping was good. The putting was but like the greens were also ripped off for the greens. Not gonna lie, the greens were fucking awful. But yeah, I went from playing like the white tees to playing the tips. And for don't go down the gutter. The tips are like the very back. That's where like, you know, if you're good, that's where you play. You play on the tips. But I came to find out that playing on the black tees the yardage was bang on to playing like the blue tees, which is what we normally play back home. So it wasn't that bad. And as soon as we started doing that, it was like everything just fell into place, and it was just stripe, clean contact, boom. I was getting the ball in the air. I was getting my distances. I was making the chips. The putting was still, usual, drive for show, putt for dough. And that's why I never make money on golf, because I drive for show and I cannot putt. So that being said, it was a great time. We were shooting the shit, just that usual, like just getting to know each other, because they didn't know each other. One was from Colorado, one was from Wisconsin. They were just singles, got matched up. So it ended up being good. And then afterwards we stayed for a couple drinks, and that's when I redeemed my fucking thing. And I ended up getting 3 margaritas that were all doubles. And this is my last one right here. And I didn't eat all day up until like 15 minutes ago. So I felt it, I felt it. All in all though, great day, great guys, good times. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Margaritas to go. Oh, it is strong. It is strong. Oh, man. What started off as a shit day turned into like it was a good day. You know what I mean? I didn't get any food there, so I don't know. I'll take your word for it. Now I have no idea what you're saying. I get you. Yeah, no worries. Finally a straw. I know. So we're feeling good. Long story short, we're feeling good, We're feeling good. The stove is fixed. Yeah, the oven / stove is operational. It was fixed. Woohoo! Yoo-hoo! So, oh my god, don't spill my drink, idiot. Oh yeah, my Uber driver today, just a fucking numbskull. And I mean, like, you know what? Making a mistake once, I understand, but she made it twice. She drove by, went right past the exit, added another pretty much 6 minutes onto the time, right? Boom, did her turnaround, went right by it again. Twice. And at this point, I was already waiting 15 minutes because she had to make a drop, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm chilling. Like I saw plenty of time. But then she fucked up 2 times. And it's like, it's on your GPS. You can clearly see where you have to make the turn, and you passed it not once, but twice. So then I'm like, I'm done. Cancel. rebook, same driver. Cancel, rebook, same driver. I'm like, fuck no. Cancel, waited a few minutes, rebooked, new driver, and this guy came through and I still made it on time, and I'm like, hallelujah, barely, but we made it. But I swear, the only 2 times we've had something time sensitive, Uber has been, like, it's shafted us both times. Every other time, fantastic. But it seems like when you have something that is time sensitive, shit goes down, like, it just, right down the toilet. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck. Are you kidding me? Beth, no. I'm not going to, because you know what? Like, I paid the amount of money I paid today only because we're in Cabo, and it would be great to get around in. Like, I would probably be a little disappointed in myself if I didn't get around in while I was here. And the other couple courses that are around are significantly more expensive and a hell of a lot nicer. And honestly, I'm glad I did that, because the one guy that, like, Matt, he golfed at one of them earlier this week, and he said, because, like, those ones are, like, on the coast, right? They're on the coast. So he said the wind was brutal. He was like, I was facing 60 mile per hour winds. He was like, it almost wasn't enjoyable. And it's like, if you're gonna spend that amount of money for it, for a round of golf, and for it to be barely enjoyable, I'm not down for that, you know? Like, I'd rather just watch people play it, because I'm not about to spend 500 to 600 USD to play a course where it's like, barely enjoyable and by myself. I'm not gonna do that. If I was on a golf trip with a few other buddies who were golfing with me, 100%, you'd do it, because that's the purpose of your trip. But that was not the purpose of this trip, so I was not willing to sacrifice that amount of money for a round that may or may not be enjoyable, you know? So, yeah, the stove is fixed, everything's operational, we're good. All said and done, we're good to go. We are good to go. Unfortunately, though, I'm approaching my last few days in Cabo. I do have to leave Cabo early to take care of a few things at home before we go out to Arizona in February. So I am leaving Cabo on Saturday, unfortunately. But we're gonna keep the momentum with us and, you know, continue to have a good time until we reach Arizona, and then have a great time there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. No, Kuhn's gonna stay here, I think, for the remaining time, and then he's just gonna fly out to Arizona, and then I'm gonna meet him there for that. And then, yeah, we're gonna run what we've got organized while still organizing, and then go from there, you know? It was till the 5th. Kuhn is still staying until the 5th. I have to go home early, though. I have to go home early and take care of a few things before we reach Arizona. And I need to get my truck fixed because it was recalled. There was a recall on, I believe it was the transmission dipstick. Could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it was the transmission dipstick, which, if it's not sealed properly, can cause an engine fire. So I'm not fucking around with that, you know what I mean? I just spent a good chunk of change on this truck and I want to get it fixed ASAP. So I'm gonna get that fixed as well. I'm gonna get everything done, and then I'm gonna go out, meet the boys in Arizona, and yeah. So. Yeah, is it a Ford? No, it's a Dodge. Well, a Ram. Really, it's a Ram. But Wendy, that is correct. And tomorrow night is going to be a time. Me and Kun talked about it. We're gonna make tomorrow night an absolute time. We're gonna finish this trip out together on a bang. We're gonna make sure it's good, it's enjoyable. But yeah, this is my last couple nights, unfortunately, and it came up very suddenly, but you know, like we say, it is what it is, and we just roll with it and make it work, you know? We just make it work, and that's what it is. So, oh yeah, the family's okay. Everything's good. This is just personal stuff that I need to take care of, and I can't let it go any longer. You know what I mean? I can't let it go any longer. I'm not gonna get into details, whatever it is. I just can't let it go any longer. I need to take care of it. I'll feel much better mentally, get it done with, and then thoroughly enjoy our trip to Arizona, see the boys, and go from there, you know? Go from there. So, but nonetheless, Beth, exactly, I have thoroughly enjoyed my time here in Cabo. Dan, no, it's not my taxes. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time here. It's been great. I've got to do everything I've wanted to do for the most part, you know, like I've got my golf trip out. I got to go see what I wanted to see on the water, minus the desert excursion, which really I can live without. I'm not too pressed about that. I tried some good, I've tried some great food, you know, met some great people. All around, it's been a great few weeks, so it is sad that it's coming to an end a little bit quicker than I wanted it to, but I did thoroughly enjoy my time up until now. So, I mean, and I'm still enjoying my time, you know what I mean? I'm still enjoying it, and yeah, it's been a great experience for sure. For sure. Bring home some tequila. All right, who's coming along to Arizona? I'll tell you who is confirmed right now, okay? Echo. Echo's a go. The Pug is a go. Dawson's a fucking go. And then we're just waiting on one more person for a for sure. And then we are looking for a sixth creator, and I'm working my best on trying to get another individual to come, but it might not happen. Who knows? But yeah, for sure that's the group right now, including myself, including Kun. But yeah, we are staying at the same place, yes, and Tanner will be coming through. Beth, you might be onto something there. Jesse's, yeah, we're trying to get Jesse out. He's another one of the maybes who it's like, he's just got to figure a few things out personally, and then if he's good and he's coming out, so I'll finally get to meet Jesse. You know I'm going to be seeing Tanner. That's just it's a given. I got to see my boy. And then, yeah. Tattoo. Oh. Right here. Right there. We're getting a compass. We're getting a compass right on the forearm, and it's gonna be mint. I cannot wait. Oh, Kai. I can't wait to see Kai. I cannot wait to see Kai. Kai's gonna be, it's been a minute, you know what I mean? It's been a minute, so. All content for sure will be coming out. We're gonna be, we have it all organized, you know? We haven't dropped any details really on live, but yeah, we have it all organized. I've not got it designed yet, no. I still have a little bit of time to do that, and I think I have a good friend who will design it for me. I just need to confirm that and get that done, but Denise, yeah, no, 100%. Laney, that's the plan, you know, we're gonna try and keep up with the tradition. That's what I put in Tanner's head. I'm like, hey, I'm coming down. These are the dates. Let's get another tat. And he's like, oh, don't tempt me. And I'm like, ho. I'm tempted, you know what I mean? I'm putting it in your head now. Let's do it. Let's get that tat. Let's get that tattoo. So, yeah. It's gonna be a good time, you know? It's gonna be a good time, but then once we get home from Arizona, that's when the grind kicks back into gear. And I'm going to be organizing, setting up, and restructuring the website. So also a heads up, the website, WGAWeGoAlong.com, will be down temporarily for about a month, coming within the next few weeks to rebrand it to fit a landscaping side. And then we're going all out with landscaping come spring, summer, and fall, and potentially next winter as well. So we will be getting back into the blue collar vibe under our own name come spring. So yeah, after Arizona, it's gonna be grind time. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to enjoy my last little bit off before it's put your head down and get the fuck to work. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong. Lives, content, it's still gonna be there. It's just gonna be back to the blue collar kind of vibe, but under our name, WGA style. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be good. And yeah, back to the high vis, baby. Back to the high vis. Oh no, Nikki, I'm doing this for WGA essentially, you know? It's just adding another layer to it. Not only are we, like, don't get me wrong, we're still gonna be doing trips, right? We're still gonna be doing trips, but being able to do it under my own name and essentially being my own boss, I can work around the work and get the best of both worlds. I can travel and I'll be able to work and just add another level. Like it'll just be good. It'll be good for me. I'll feel much better mentally. Not like I feel shitty now, but I'll feel much better mentally getting that personal satisfaction through seeing physical work like I used to. And it'll just be good. It'll be good. You'll see. You'll notice the difference, okay? You'll notice the difference. It'll be good. It'll be very good. We have a good plan, and like this has been a plan for a while, but it's like now that it's getting kind of closer to that time, it's like it's more appropriate to speak about it. You know what I mean? It's not something I really wanted to bring up in the winter or the last couple months because it's like it's still a significant time away, but we're getting close to the next couple months, and that's when it's gonna start to pop off again. So, you know what I mean? There's still a lot of logistics and whatnot to figure out, but that's where I was saying after the Arizona trip, that's where it's like I'm gonna figure everything out, get it all set up, and make sure we're good to go for spring, at most early summer. You know? Call before you dig. You gotta call before you dig. You don't want to fucking hit no gas line and the next thing you know, fucking you get landed on with that fine, because that's a fucking pricey one. Teresa, when it comes down to like landscaping, hardscaping, yes, that's what I know. You know what I mean? That's what I know. That's my area. I wouldn't say expertise because I've only had a couple years of it, but I definitely am. I know what to do. I have the hand skills. It fits me. I know I can perform in that field. it's going back to my comfort zone a little bit, to a certain extent. Yeah, but it's like I need that. That's my next step, you know? That's my next step to move forward, to progress my life to the next level. That's my next step. So we're gonna take it and we're gonna use it and we're gonna fucking kill it. So it'll be good. It'll be good. And essentially that, I mean, like when it comes down to it, that's part of the reason why I went back to landscaping for the month before Christmas, where to get that little bit of a refresher, to get that taste of it and be like, okay, this is what it's like. But as anybody, if anybody's experienced it, if you go from a year plus to doing essentially what you want to do on your time frame and then going back to work for somebody, it's a tough thing to do. And not saying I can't do it, I could do it, but it's like I have the opportunity to do it myself, and I've got great connections. I have great people around me to help me with our goals. So why not give it a shot? We're at the age where it's like, it's not going to hurt me if it fails. You know what I mean? It's not going to hurt me. So we're just going to go for it. Just dive on in and see what happens. Yeah, Denise, that's got to be tough for sure. Amy, that's just it. Setting myself up for the future. That's all, you know? So that's what we're gonna do and go with it, you know? Yeah, I don't think we'll fail either, you know? Like, we have the resources, like, and that's part of it too. Like the last year and a half, not just myself, but Kuhn especially, has been making connections, doing this, doing that, which has been building to this next part. Because like even from the start, we always had this kind of end goal, but it was like we wanted to travel and do our things first and then go for it. So it was like building connections over the last year, building relationships, doing this, getting that like right mindset ready for it, because you can't just go into it and just like hope for the best. Like you kind of like you need some solid connections. You just need certain things in play to make sure like it's like, okay, you have a good grasp at it and you have a good direction of where you want to take it. So we've taken our time and not rushed it, and we're at the point where it's like it's ready, you know? It's ready to kind of just that's the plan. That is the plan, ladies. Hold on one sec. I need a burr. But the live is only gonna run for about another 15-20 minutes because I do need to go meet Kuhn downtown. I told him I would meet him downtown around 7 o'clock. So that's gonna be that. But I needed to go live, you know? And don't get me wrong, it might be another short one tonight, but the next 2 days, we're gonna make it WGA style. Just go for it. You know, we're gonna, and just sharing our last moment, well, my last moments at Cabo together. And that's the plan. I am staying in Niagara to do that, yes. 100%. It just makes the most sense. That's where the connections are. That's where it's like, you know, like it just makes more sense to do it around Niagara, you know? So yeah, like all of the logistics and everything like still need to be figured out, but we have a very good general idea of where we're gonna put it and where we're gonna go with it. It's just kind of piecing it all together come the next month and a half. So get a plow for next. I'm going to get a plow for next winter. I was going to do it this winter. However, I spent enough money on the truck, and I wasn't willing to drop another $10,000 on the plow plus attachment for something that was like, okay, when you come to plowing, like you almost need to get it set it up like a month or two in advance and start kind of feeling out your options. And at that point it was a little bit late, so I didn't want to put all that money into a plow and everything when it's like it's just not stable, you know. That's a risk. I'd rather build up a reputation and something around my name come next winter and then approach it from there, you know, because that's a lot of money. that's a good chunk of change to just drop on. So I'm like, I'm not ready for that yet. And on top of that, I wasn't comfortable driving the truck all that much, you know. Like I went from driving an SUV for X amount of years to a fucking large truck. So I'm like, I don't want to put on a plow and not even be able to maneuver it properly, this and that. And it's just like, plus insurance, you got to look at insurance. It's not just the plow coverage and that, this and that. Like once you get a plow on it, it's a whole different type of insurance that you have to look at. So it's like, and that adds an extra couple thousand onto it as well. So it's like, you need to kind of be smart about that. You can't just dive into it unless it's already equipped with that. Then that's a different story, you know? So, and you need snow. That's why contract deals are definitely the best way to go, depending on the winter that you're gonna get. I mean, like you could get shafted either way, you know? You could do contracts and get a fuckload of snow and you end up losing money in a certain sense, you know? Or you can do a contract and it's like you don't get that much snow and then it's like just a little bit more profit. It's one of those things where it's like I didn't want that. That's not my first thing that I want to dive into. That's a very risky thing to just dive into. If you're just going around your neighborhood with a snowblower or a shovel, this and that, that's a whole different story, you know? That's a whole different story. But when you actually have a plow and contracts involved, this and that, that's something you kind of need to have a good grasp of beforehand. So, Laney, 100%. And that was also a big thing why I didn't get a Ford. No hate to the Ford owners. But the thing with Ford is once you attach a plow to your truck, all of your fucking coverage on it, right out the window. They don't cover your shit anymore. Dodge isn't like that. I can attach a plow to it and I'll still maintain the same coverage. So that was part of the reason why I did not get a Ford. Don't get me, I know they are great work trucks. They are fantastic work trucks, except for when you put a plow on it, your coverage is cut right down. So that could be crucial, you know? Especially when you're somebody who's just starting out. That could be the make or break of your company going right down under, or it's too risky. It's too risky. I'm not in that financial position where I can just go for that. So, yeah, that's our plan going forward, you know? Oh, Krista, insurance for plowing is expensive regardless. Like, it's a good chunk of change. It's a good chunk of change. And that's why I want to work through the year and build up to that point. I want to build up to that point where it's not just out of pocket. It's like, yeah. So, trust me, like when I say we've got a plan and like we're working on it, like we're working on it and we have a plan. Like it's not just, we're not just going for it. We may be young and dumb sometimes, but in certain aspects, we know our shit, all right? We know our shit. Damn, Melly. Damn! invest. That's it. That is it. That's all we did with WGA for a long time, a very long time. All we did was reinvest. And that's what we're going to do with the same thing, same business. Reinvest. Ma, what's going on? I'm willing to throw money at you and be an investor. Dan, as long as I don't have to get a buzz cut, you know what I mean? As long as I don't have to get a buzz cut. Also, shout out to Ma. She's absolutely killing it in school. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Much love to you, Mom. Big props to you for going back and following what you want to do and killing it at the same time. Not a lot of people do that, you know? Not a lot of people do that, but you did. I'm sorry to put you under the spotlight. If you didn't want that, I'm sorry, but you deserve it. So you have been working hard. I know. Carla, congratulations. Wow, Dana. Shit. Damn. You're like an all in or all out kind of guy, eh? Joey, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. So, that damn boo-boo, man. He unfollowed everybody on my account. That was healthy. Did you hear that one? That was healthy. Nice. Excuse me. The guys at the dojo. Much love. I appreciate that. Impressive. Thank you. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. Très bien. Good rap. Yes. Très bien. You're excused. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. That was in stereo. That was on your stereo. Mom, golf was great. I mean, it started off awful. Was paired up with a guy who barely spoke a lick of English. Don't get me wrong, though. Great guy. He was good. He was a nice guy, but the language barrier, it was real and it was present. Okay, it was present. But then after the front nine, he only paid for 9, so he screwed off, and then I ended up running into these 2 guys that were ahead of me, and they were like, "Hey, you want to play along?" One was from Colorado, one was from Wisconsin, and yeah, it was a good group. We shot the shit. We had a good time. They were good golfers, and honestly, it helped my game a lot. I actually started playing golf, which was nice to feel, because beforehand I was like, holy shit, this is awful. So yeah, it was all around good. We stayed for a couple drinks afterwards and just shot the shit, and then we all split ways, and that was it. But yeah, good guys. Met some good guys, which was nice. Très bien. It was a very good day. I enjoyed it. Tina, I hope you have a great time. minus being at work, you know, that does suck, but I hope you have a good shift. Italiana. The course was nice, don't get me wrong. The course was very nice, Cam. However, definitely not worth the price that they were charging you for. You know what I mean? It is not a $300 course. It's not. Half the greens are complete dog water. Fucking shit. Can barely even putt on them because they're like, and I get like a couple of them were just aerated, you know, like they have to do it year round, but like if they just aerated the greens, drop your price, because it's like, if you're paying $300, you're thinking the course is going to be in good condition. It's going to be that. Like if I pay $300 back home for a round of golf, that is probably one of the nicest courses in Ontario, you know? Like that's probably one of the nicest courses in Ontario. That was like a 70, maybe about $100 USD. I would get away with $100 USD. 300, not a fucking chance. But I get it. I do get it. It's touristy. You can get away with that. And the other courses that are in the area are significantly expensive, like way pricier. So it's like, you can get away with charging that, but it is robbery. After playing the course, it is definitely robbery. For sure. Okay, you get a few free drinks with it, and yeah, but like it's robbery. Christine, no, like it was either play that course or play Tiger Woods' course, or the other one that's one of the top 30 courses in the world, or one of like the other third one that's on the coast. That's another extremely nice course that were all $450 for just your round, not including club rentals. And I'm like, no. If I'm booking this by myself, if you're on a golf trip, that's a different story. That's a whole different story. Or you're with a group of buddies at golf as well, different story. But to go out solo and pay that much money, where it's like, I already had a good idea that I'm probably gonna be shit because I haven't golfed in X amount of months, and I've been playing VR golf, which fucks up your swing, this and that. I'm not paying that much money for it. So that was my last option, and that was it. Don't get me wrong, still had a good time. At the end of the day, had a great time. But was not worth the amount of money that they charge for it. So Candace, yes, essentially, yeah. And like, even if he came as like a ride along, they were still charging, I think, $50 to $100 USD. So it's like, what's the point? Like, you know, and I know it would have been great to have him come along and go live, but the place is like right there. You know, it's not far from our Airbnb, so the service could have been patchy. So to pay for that much money for like something that could have potentially worked might not have worked. It just didn't level out. So Kuhn he took care of what he had to today. He was here for when they fixed the oven. He hit the gym, did his thing, and it just worked out better that way. It wouldn't have been worth it for him to even just come as a ride along. Like it wouldn't have made sense, you know. It wouldn't have made sense. So no, I took a cart. I wanted the cart today. I didn't want to walk. That would have been a long walk. Jody, and that's the thing, you know, at least I got golfing. I got around to golfing in Cabo, so I'm happy about that. I got to experience it nonetheless. And really, like, other than golf, the only other excursion I did was the boat tour. So it wasn't like I spent an absurd amount of money on excursions, this and that. So it was like, it made sense to me. I was like, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna shoot myself in the foot if I spend this money golfing. Like, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna like it, whatever. And I did. At the end of the day, I did. So yeah, it was a good time. Very good time. Oh, Parker. I can't wait to see Parker and the kids. The little fur babies this weekend. And yes, Ma, they do know I'm coming home this weekend. Yes. They know. Correct. Maria, that's it. It's all about experiences, you know? It's all about experiences, and Wendy, I do agree, it sucks that it is getting cut short, but that being said, I thoroughly enjoyed my time up until that point, you know, like, it's like, there's still a few days left to make some great memories. We've had a great trip. I'm for certain coming back to Cabo at one point or another. I will be back here because I love it. It's great, the people are fantastic, it's affordable. And it's, yeah, all around, I will be coming back, you know. I had a great experience so far. Wolverine, I just have a couple things I need to take care of before I go to Arizona. Because Arizona, I'm going to leave on February 5th for. And yeah, I need to take care of a few things at home just so I'm in the headspace to do so. I'll feel better. And I just want to get it done. Get my hair cut, trimmed up. I need to. I just need to. I need to do it. And I mean, like, as a group, we've had some great memories too. You know, I've been going I've been going live as much as I can. Sharing posts like with the excursion, this and that. I've been trying to bring y'all along with me as best as I could have, and I think we've done a pretty decent job at doing that, and we're gonna keep doing that once we go to Arizona, you know. Lucky girl, we still have to plan that out, and that's one thing I want to get under wraps too, within the next little bit, is figure out a date and whatnot for a meet and greet. But yeah, I need to figure it out, you know. I need to figure it out. But I appreciate that, ladies. I'm glad you all have enjoyed it, you know. It's been good to get back on the road, get out for a bit. It's refreshing. I definitely needed it personally. I definitely needed it. I'm sure you all have noticed it in my personality, everything, like, even just in like my skin, essentially. Like, I don't have bags under my eyes like crazy anymore. My diet's better, a hell of a lot better than what it was. I've got a more solid workout routine kind of coming back into it. It was refreshing, you know? Refreshing. I needed that. Before you get too far into the hole, you gotta get yourself out of it, you know? You gotta get yourself out of it, and that's what we did. So, love you, Ma. Good night. Good night, Ma. Ciao, ciao. And that's it too, Wendy, 100%, that's it too. Like, you know, like there was a couple months where I was at home and it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like, oh, whatever, but I needed to build that momentum back up. It was like we lost momentum. We lost momentum, and it was like, I need to get this going again. You know, I need to pick up some momentum, feel better, and this was the perfect trip for that. Momentum's there, vibes are there, mentality's there. Everything just kind of fell into place. XO, Ma, XO. Love you, good night. Oh yeah, don't worry, Charlotte, we'll be getting a fish pedicure within our last couple days for sure. Maybe tomorrow, actually. Maybe we'll go do that tomorrow. Oh, a vacation, 100%. If you guys can squeeze in a vacation, no matter what it is, even if it's a weekend away, take the fucking vacation. Take the fucking vacation. Who gives a fuck? You'll feel so much better. Especially if you're pressed with work. Take a weekend away. Whatever. Just do it. Just do it. You know? You'll feel great. You'll feel refreshed. You'll come home feeling like, fuck, I'm ready to get into gear for whatever it is coming up. Just do it. Don't overthink it. Just fucking book it and do it. Just go. Figure it out. Figure everything else out later. Figure it out later. If it's not going to drastically this is okay, when I think of like decisions, okay, now like I think of, okay, is this going to change my quality of life or is it going to kill me? If the answer is no to both of those things, then what the fuck is stopping you? If your quality of life or it's not going to kill you is like, if either of those things don't come into play, what's stopping you? You know, just fucking do it. You'll feel great. You will feel much better. And those are two of the most important things to think of. I mean, if you have a family, I guess it's a different story, this and that, but it's like, even if it's a family vacation, you know? Just do it. Just fucking do it. Responsibilities, yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like if you can afford to get away from that for a little weekend, even if it's like, you know, like if it's not a crucial responsibility where it's like, oh, this is gonna affect my quality of life, take the hit. Just take the hit. Augie, that's what I'm saying. If it's a family vacation, take the fam with you. As long as it doesn't affect those two things, your quality of life or death, it's just send it. Just fucking go for it. That's just it. I know not everybody's in that circumstance. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. It's a good thing to keep in mind. No matter what it is, even if it's just like a 2-hour drive outside of your city. It doesn't need to be across the country or into another country, just some time away. Just some time away. As Nike says, yeah. Trips, not trips. How tall am I? 5'4". Just a little guy. Just a little guy, K-Dub. Allison, it just came through experience, you know? It just came through experience. That's it. Perfect height, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Carla, that'll be a good time. That'll be a great time. Just a little guy. Petite. Brian. Yeah, my name's Brian. WGA, baby. WGA. TWD. WGA, TWD. Right there. Augie, 100%. I mean, I especially in New York, like you can, like, yeah, 100%. 100%. Heading to England this year and Fiji next year. Heather. That's incredible. Good for you. Good for you. That'll be a hell of a trip. Trips. Sorry. Trips. Imprinted for sure, right here, always. The group is always here now. I can't take that shit away, you know what I mean? That's the WGA TWD, literally. Do I like the Boston Bruins? No. I'm a Leafs fan, so I'm sure you can understand why. Fiji, there you go. There you go. Albania, very nice. Nashville this weekend. Wow, Wendy. There you go. Kara, absolutely not. Absolutely. Denise, fuck no. Fuck no. Alicia, if you're in here, absolutely not. Go Habs. Oh, that's equally as bad. That is equally as bad. Sorry. Cabo in Italy planned for me this year. There you go, Beth. There you go. You need to put all 400 of our initials into the compass. Holy sweet fuck. That's a lot to fit into a compass. Buffalo Monday is out of it. Amy, it can be a vacation if you want it to be. You know, it can be a vacation if you want it to be. I mean, under your circumstances, I don't know if I would call it a vacation, but maybe it is. I don't know. It's how you perceive it, you know? On the bright side, you can get some fucking bomb wings, you know? You can get some good wings. But other than that, I don't know if that's a vacation. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, there you go, Wendy. There you go. Is it still snowy in Buffalo? I don't know. I think there's a little bit of snow. I don't think it's completely clear. I think there's a little bit of snow, but nothing too bad, you know? Nothing too bad. Good morning. Good morning. Ladies. I unfortunately am going to call it a night here because I need to shower and then head down to the downtown area and meet my boy Jay Kuhn and see how that goes. Knowing me, I might be back late tonight, and I know a lot of you have work tomorrow, this and that. But if you catch me, you catch me, because I might be back on tonight. I might be. You don't know with me. You really don't know. I say I might not be, and then you have a couple pops, and the next thing you know, well, here I am, you know? So we'll see. Regardless of such, whether I'm back on later tonight or tomorrow, I will be back on tomorrow 100%. I appreciate you all for tuning in tonight, sticking around, having some good conversation. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Stay tuned on Twitter. And yeah, I appreciate you all. And we will see you then. All right? So sleep well. If I'm not back on later, sleep well. Enjoy the rest of your night. And as always, I love you. Bye.